Welcome to the late date show. Adam has actually went to the Nut Hut, aka the Crazy House. I'm Felicia, and tonight I have a special guest joining me, and I'm super excited about it. He's actually a really cool dude, and I really like him. Pippin, are you there, buddy?
Hello.
Okay. How are you doing tonight, Pippin?
Hubba, hubba, who are you?
Pippin, you're a little bit too young for me.
No, not at all. I don't think I'm too young for you. I like the older women.
Oh yeah. How old are you, Pippin?
Well, some days I'm 10 years old. Some days I'm 29. Other days I've got a mustache and I'm 42.
Wow. I wish I could just do that, like go back and forth
Well,
through the thing.
you know,
Pippin, can you give
I
me
am a
just a
puppet,
moment?
so. What? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, just 1 minute.
So let me introduce myself to the people that's not got to know me by now. My name is Pippin. I'm from Europe, and I'm come over here to America, and I'm filling in on these shows. Oh, you're back already?
Yeah, I was listening though. Yeah. So you came over here. You came to help with some shows. What all shows are you helping with, Pippin?
I did a show yesterday called I think it was called The Other People Show, and I'm
Yeah,
doing the show tonight and tomorrow. I
Pippin.
shh, I'm not supposed to tell people, but I'm going to record a video tomorrow. So I'm going to be in a little sketch. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Also,
Oh yeah, that will be fun. Are you nervous?
nervous. No, not at all.
Oh, okay. You seemed a little nervous, that's all. So Pippin, did Adam explain to you what we talk about here on the show?
Well, what he said was that you started the show last week and he went a bit mad. So he's gone away and he's kind of left you to do the show all by yourself.
Yeah, that's really nice of him, isn't it, Pippin? Just to throw me out there with a brand new show by myself.
He's a bloody asshole.
I
Arsehole.
agree.
Arsehole.
Arsehole?
Arse.
Is that is that how they say it? Where are you from, Pippin?
All over the world.
Oh, well, you could tell because you're kind of in and out of your. But anyway, so yeah, we talk about the single life, and on the last show, we talked about a few key points and pros and cons of dating, and we just went through a few little things. On tonight's show, though, Pippin, we're going to be talking about, do we want to date or don't we? And if we do, how do we go about finding someone to potentially date? But you got to decide if you want to or if you don't. So, Pippin, are you dating anyone, Pippin?
Well, I was dating kind of a porcelain doll, but somebody put her up for bid on eBay, so she was sent away.
Oh
So
no,
that's very, very sad. But I'm looking for that special someone. What about yourself?
I'm single, Pippin, and yeah, I'm single. Am I looking for someone? No. If someone happens to show up and be that person, then yes. I'm not gonna say yes or no. Even these questions were Adam's,
I bet
so.
I bet you've got so many suitors. after you all the time.
Um, no, Pippin. I really don't have many suitors at all,
That's
actually.
that's not what I heard. But that's
What?
neither here nor there, is it?
No, it's really not. It's really not, Pippin. I do have people that message me quite often, and
Do they happen to
nothing.
sing you a song?
I, no, unfortunately, they do not sing me a song, Pippin.
Maybe they will one day. Just
I
maybe.
really, I really hope so. That would be really nice if someone just to call and sing a song. And I don't know, that might be kind of weird, but I'm weird, so yeah.
It might work out. You never know.
You never do know, Pippin. So, Pippin, how would you go about finding your next porcelain doll?
Well, there's a couple of ways that I like to do it. I often go looking about at the antique shop. So I go in and I'm lurking. I'm not lurking, but browsing around,
Okay.
and I see something that strikes my fancy. Then I knock on the case with my hand, and if I get a response, then she opens the case and I put my hand out. And if she holds my hand, we walk around the antique shop hand in hand.
Yeah, that's not really how it works for other people though, like actual adult people, if you
Oh
will,
no!
Pippin.
How would you go about doing that?
Finding a date.
Yeah, finding a date.
I don't think I would really I don't I think I've completely forgotten how to find. I think you just really you just talk to people, you be yourself, and if a conversation seems to strike up with someone that goes hours and days and weeks and months, that's okay. I'll be okay with that.
So let's see what hypothetical situation. So I'm trying to strike up a conversation with you. So I say, I like your I like your glasses. Would that make you want to talk to a boy like myself? Pippin.
Well, now, Pippin, you're like we've talked about, you're a little too young for me, Pippin. But
Let's
let's just say hypothetically that you were of age. Yeah, that's something you compliment the girl, Pippin. That's very good. Girls love compliments, even though we say that we hate them. We like them.
why do you say that you hate them then? If you like to be complimented, but you act like you don't, then you can't get mad if nobody compliments you because you said you don't. Don't compliment me.
Right, you're pretty educated on the women there, Pippin. You know what? A lot of women have heard the same lines of "Oh, you're beautiful," "Oh, you're blah 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 blah." We just we start to think that it's not true. So I guess we just kind of deny it to see if the person keeps on saying it anyway because that's what they truly believe, and if they stop saying it, then they were just saying it because it sounded good, you know?
Or they might want something other than what they say because some people don't tell the truth, do they?
No, no, Pippin. There are so many liars in this world. It's crazy.
You know, I've told a lie one time. Well, a few times.
That's not good, Pippin.
No, I got reprimanded and I cried a long time.
Yeah, I would say so. Buddy, what
Well,
happened?
well, I don't know if that's the topic for this show, but let's just say I made a complete fool of myself.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, Pippin, don't be sad. No, no, we all make fools of ourselves, Pippin. That makes you human, actually. You should be so pumped and happy. Yeah, because that's like a really human thing to do.
But I've learned not to tell lies. I don't want to hurt people.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't lie. I used to be a liar too, Pippin, and I stopped lying.
I've always heard the phrase, liar, liar, pots on fire.
Yeah, Pippin, that's a little ditty there from back in the day. Yeah. So, Pippin, let's get back on the dating. So after you find your person that you oh, Pippin, I had a tongue twister there.
So that's a tough one for me too. Potentially.
Potentially. Yes, we've got it. Okay, so after you find your date, Pippin, how do you go about like actually setting that up? Like you found someone that you like, you have good conversation with, but you're afraid to say, "Can I take you to dinner?" What do you think a good way to approach that is?
Well, I get the cell phone and I call or text. But after we arrange things, we might go out to dinner, maybe a movie, maybe walk in the park, get to know one another, and see if she fancies me the way that I might fancy her.
That sounds like a fun evening, Pippin. So, okay, so you found your girl, you had your date. What if it's an awesome date, Pippin, and it was really great, but then at the end of the day, you and her might kiss each other on the cheeks, Pippin? I'm just saying, you're young. So, what if it's just an awful kiss, Pippin? And it just like, huh, what does that mean?
You
Does that ever
know,
happen to you?
that's never happened to me. But an old, wise man on top of a mountain sipping a cup of cocoa one time told me he was in a rocking chair as well. But he looked
Wow.
wise. And he told me, what was the question again?
Pippin, honey, are you nervous about this whole like interview? It's not really much of an interview. I'm just trying to help you here. Like, what would you do if it was a bad kiss after a good date?
He said when I was a boy, I had a bad kiss after a wonderful date one time, and it made me not want to kiss that girl again. But we continued to talk, continued to go out, and we kissed again. And it got better and better. And then she bit my lip. Now we're married, and we've been happily married 67.5 years, and I barely have a tongue left, but I love her every more each day.
Wow, that old man, he seemed to have his life in order there.
But I took from that story, everybody's nervous on the first try, but after two or three, out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah, sure. I say it takes about, 3 dates to start feeling comfortable enough to talk about other topics, other than the usual boring, what's your favorite color crap. Uh, yeah, I think about after 3 dates, you start loosening up. So that's pretty good.
So let me ask a question. It was a little bit of a question that I asked that bloke Jake yesterday. How long do you think you must know somebody before you're comfortable taking a trip with them?
Oh, like a trip to
Maybe like at least a day trip, a day's journey.
a day's journey. I think you could be fairly new friends and take a day trip. maybe after the second date, I think it would be okay if you clicked well enough with the person.
Now, what did you have? You click well enough, but you're on the trip, and the trip they you can't travel with them. Horrible travel companions.
Well, that's the thing, Pippin. You're just gonna have to just try. And if it's terrible, at least it's just a day, you know?
Right, and suddenly I've noticed my British accent has disappeared completely. I'm cured.
That's so great, Pippin. I guess being from here and traveling, you kind of go back and forth with your
Oh,
languages.
I do. I often do. But when I've traveled all over, and some places I like to have a companion with me, some by myself. Once, I this girl went with me, and she was so annoying that we opened up the exit and booted her out. Bye bye.
You, Pippin, that's not very nice.
I couldn't stand her. Neither could you.
Oh, oh, well, Pippin, I would never kick a passenger out just because they were annoying.
No? What would you do?
I guess I would just have to put up with it and tolerate it until I could get the person back to their stuff, their home.
Oh, you're an adult. I'm a kid puppet.
So whatever happened to this girl?
I don't know. Hopefully she's dead.
Pippin?
Yes?
I'm really hoping that she's not dead. But the show must go on either way. So, Pippin, let's say, okay, so we've already found your date. You're already talking about road trips. When do you officially think that you are, and it's cliche, in a relationship with someone on social media? How long before a couple would say, hey, we're still both single on our social media pages. Let's talk about switching it up to something or taking it off or, when do you do that?
Well, I'll tell you what one time when I first had my social media page and my first girlfriend, I never, ever, ever met her in person. I only met her online. So after about, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks, we decide to make it official in the middle of the night. But it was short lived and she ended up blocking me. So
Oh, wow.
don't
That
do that.
that would be terrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Oh, it's horrible.
I would say yes.
What would you
So,
do? So continue. Sorry.
Pippin, you know what? Before I would probably do something like you and just hop into something. But now that uh, I think that I went a little crazy for a moment, Pippin. But now that I'm getting sunshine and feeling better, no, I really want to take time. I would think it would be months before anyone would even just discuss changing their status.
Hmm. Well, on that note, how long before you say, you know what? We might be dating one another. What do you think about that? Not you and
Well,
I, but in general.
well, I thought that I just answered that question.
No, you answered on status on Facebook.
So what am I answering it for now?
I don't know. I guess I misheard what you said.
That's fun, Pippin. It really is. So, do you think that you should talk to multiple people at one time to try to find a person to date, or do you find that that's just not right. You only need to talk to one person at a time to see if they're dateable.
You know, I know at one point I don't want to be a rat and give out secrets, but at one point, at one point, Adam went out with multiple people at one time. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, shh, don't tell her. But it didn't work. So my suggestion is only one at a time. What do you think?
Well, what if you have multiple people just sending you just it's just like, hey, how are you? How was your day? You may FaceTime the person. You're not dating any of them. You're just talking about your day. The conversation has maybe not went to the level it needs to be for me or anyone to say just this one person.
Well, I guess that's okay. But if you start to get the feelings for somebody, maybe other people should know. I'm not sure. What I've heard different people say different things, and for some reason my head's going toward the camera.
Well, that happens, Pippin. It's probably the static electricity there with your
Laptop.
mop top. Very good. Yeah. What was the question?
You know, I'd have to go back and watch the replay to find out the question.
I would too, Pippin. We started talking about your hair and something about feelings, and I'm not real sure. Probably wasn't important. So Pippin, is there any advice that you would give to a girl if she wanted to ask a guy out on a date? Or is that something that's a big no? A girl don't ask a guy.
You know, I think we're in the time where a guy or girl can ask each other out. Nobody blinks an eye. I think they both should agree and have fun. Sometimes people can make hanging out fun even if they don't go out someplace. Like,
That's true.
you know, I read a book one time. It was an old fable fairy tale. Fable. So it was an old fable, yet fairy tale. So, what was my point? Hmm. Hmm. I don't recall.
That's okay, Pippin.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know, but like I don't know where you were going with that at all.
But I read it in the fable,
Oh yeah,
nonetheless.
the fairy tale.
I don't know why I was talking about that though. I can't recall. I don't know. I really don't.
It's okay, Pippin. It happens to the best of us for sure. Uh, we just call that a brain fart, Pippin, and then we
Well,
just keep on going.
well, I think you were talking about how, you know, if I had any advice for girls or guys to go out, and I was talking about oftentimes, and this is what I learned, oftentimes when going out ceases and you're stuck at home with the person, that's when you learn the relationship is nothing but going out. And when you're with that person, you just can't stand their face.
Well, right, Pippin. No, the question though was
Oh,
if
sorry.
if a girl wanted to ask a guy out, would that be okay?
What was that hideous face that popped up here? Get what? Oh,
I
Yes,
thought I saw a flash of a face, but I thought it was just me, to be honest.
I think it was satellite TV coming in. I think a girl can ask a guy out any day of the week, or me, if they want to ask me out. I'm a size 2 jeans, 1 inch shoes, baseball cap. You can always bring me a gift. I will bring you a gift
Pippin,
also.
why would you give out your sizes for a date?
It's custom in Puppet Land to bring a date. I often bring my porcelain girls a dress or a porcelain bench or horse. Often they bring me a hat or pants. Sometimes they're loose, like these.
Let me see. Oh
There's
yeah, buddy.
puppet skin. Ooh la
Yeah.
la.
No, Pippin, you need to pull your pants up, bud. Be a big guy, you know?
My hands don't reach that far.
Oh, well, that's not good then. I guess
No,
just we'll just have to figure that out, Pippin, for sure. Pippin, where are we at on the time? Are you keeping up with that?
we've got just about 2.5 minutes left of the show.
That's what I was thinking, Pippin. So Pippin, are you going to join me next Friday, or will Adam be back from the crazy house by then?
I don't know. I think it's called Meadow Hills. And I don't know if he's in for a 2 week stay or the whole month. So
If
you
it was
might.
me, I think Adam should probably stay for the whole month. But
I told him the whole year.
right, well, I mean that would maybe chip at it, you know.
I would agree. What's that beverage?
Powerade Zero.
Oh,
I'm on a diet.
what? Why?
I've got to lose about 30 to 40 pounds, Pippin.
No.
Oh, yes, Pippin.
Well, maybe if you'd stop drinking those bloody sodas.
Oh, yeah, Pippin.
That's the word
Very.
around the town.
Yeah. You tell Adam to stop talking about me and drinking pops because he has a candy problem. He actually
Oh,
took 2 pieces of candy out of a baby's Easter basket. Yeah,
oh,
I said it.
two of both nieces, not just one of theirs, both.
Right. So you see what I'm talking about. He's got major issues.
He's a
That's a
oh,
whole,
he's a hideous beast of a man.
he really is. So anyway, Pippin, we've got to go, but let's talk about the other show. That now repeat the other people show comes on Tuesdays at what time?
No, you've got it wrong.
Oh gosh.
We've got on the movies on Thursdays at
Oh,
the
it's
4,
Thursday.
and the other people's show at 4:30. What's your show? All's well.
I do a F&A booby bus variety show with my brother, and it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8:45 p.m.
Oh, so you've got a
But
show tomorrow.
Pippin, you're too young to watch that show, Pippin.
Oh, I can't watch it.
Viewer discretion is advised on my show, so no
Oh,
children.
oh. What about puppet
Sorry.
children?
No, I don't like that idea either.
All right. Well,
Unless you get a permission slip from your mom, Pippin.
might do that.
Yeah, yeah. Have your mom message me.
I will.
Okay, so Pippin, I guess I'll talk to you later and I'll see you on the show next Friday.
All right. It was nice to meet you there. What was your name again?
Felicia.
Oh, that's only a name a hottie would have.
Yes, really funny, Pippin. Yeah, but I like your name too, Pippin. Only a name a Pippin would have, you know?
Oh yes, I've heard that every day.
That's Odd. Okay, well, thanks for being here, and let's hope people get out there and go on some dates. Pippin,
Bye bye.
bye.